Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another Dragon Ball Super Fusion World card game unboxing. So this is going to be a multi-part video. So the first one we're going to go over is we're going to hop into those two new starter decks, and then we're going to jump into the new booster packs. So we have Fusion Booster 04 Ultra Limit, which we'll jump into, look at. But there's also one of these in each of the boxes as well, so we'll get a little head start on them. I got about 20-some packs, plus a couple in the boxes. And we're going to look at the two booster decks, or starter decks as well, which we have Goku Mini, which is deck number 6, and Vegeta Mini, which is 7. And the Mini is referenced to the new series, Dragon Ball Daima. So we got that listed there. Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Daima, so that's the brand new set. Yeah, so in deck, of course, we'll get 51 cards, energy marker, play sheet, bonus pack 1, ultra limit booster pack, and a promotion code. A total of 6 cards in the deck have Hall Foes. A bonus package includes one of them. And we'll have the digital version, which I'm not going to show off the codes, but I'll try and maybe I'll do an extra video of those later on. They go on the side of the decks now have listed what's in there, which is good and bad. I kind of like it because then you know what you're getting. On the other hand, it's kind of nice to get surprised too. But you do see they do have some stuff for 6, but you have some stuff from boosters and starters in here as well from previous sets. And we'll look at those a little bit more. But before we hop into them, because they're going to have new stuff that's probably going to theme in with the brand new set, as I always like to go through and talk about what we think are going to be in the different 4 colors. So I'm going to back this up a bit. So each booster pack is just going to have this Goku on it. Doesn't matter. They're all the same. But when they do the cardboarded ones, they do have the different artwork, which kind of like gets an idea of what they're going to be. So we have our 4 main colors. We have red, blue, green, and yellow. They did have black as well. So one of these pictures could be elaborating to black. But they've kind of all been sticking with somewhat the same theme. Red has so far been all the Dragon Ball Super stuff, Tournament of Power, and versus Universe 6 battle. So I'm going to guess the Goku Ultra Instinct is going to keep with the Dragon Ball Super theme. So red will probably still be Dragon Ball Super stuff. So that's pretty much almost more than guaranteed there. So that leaves our other 3 colors. We have Vegeta from the Saiyan Saga. We have a Son Gohan as an adult or adult teenager. So this could definitely be Buu Saga. This could be up into Super as well. I'm not really for sure which exact one. And then we have Super Buu here. I think Super Buu, in my guess, and this is my estimate, I think Super Buu is going to probably fall into the green, which so far has been androids and Cell. And I kind of see it maybe continuing with that being like the transformation or that thing. The other one I could see it possibly leaning into would be possibly could be Blue as well, because although Blue has so far been Future Trunks Saga, there's only so much you can do with that. You can't keep running that too much. So that I could see them definitely, they could be jumping into a different thing there with some other saga or whatever. The only reason I think that is because there was a couple of Vegeta cards that were the Majin Buu saga. So I'm wondering if we're going to end up transitioning that, is now leaving it's kind of backing away from the Future Trunks saga into the Goku Black and Zamaza into the Buu saga instead. And there's a lot of stuff to draw from there. Which leaves yellow, which is Frieza stuff. Has been Frieza and Cooler and the Ginyu Force and like that grouping. I'm wondering if this is going to be that. Vegeta is going to be, because at that point he was still technically part of Frieza's clan. And I can see being the Saiyan Saga running into that, and then they could run it back. Because before they're doing stuff from like, other than the Ginyu Force, they're doing like Resurrection F, and then Cooler's out of the movies. They could start the Saiyan Saga and they could move Yellow, then from there you have Cybermen as army characters. There's a lot of army stuff. Then you can move into the Namek Saga with that, and you have Ghidorah and all those guys back in there. So I could definitely see this being yellow. This could probably be blue or green, but then it leaves Gohan here. It's kind of the odd one out. Again, it all depends on what Gohan this is, because if it's a super version of Gohan, I'm not really sure where else that would fit. But it could also be, like, again, like later in the Buu saga or something, or it could be one of the movies. So we'll have to definitely see what we hit there and see if we're at all accurate with that. But we're going to look at the booster packs. I only wanted to bring this up before the boosters because the boosters might not necessarily theme, because we have red and blue, and we have Goku is red, Vegeta is blue. So I don't know if how much, and there are stuff for Daima in here, but I don't know if the Daima is going to be in the booster packs as well. So we'll have to find that out. But they're all going to open up the packs in here, so we'll see what's in there as well. We're going to start with good old Goku. Alright, we're going to leave the Vegeta up there for a moment while I crack open this booster. Or starter deck, rather. I keep saying booster. Alright. So then we have a couple of things. We have our pack, and we will open up the packs for this in this video. The two we get. We do have one of the bonus packs, which will have 6 card types. We're going to have a new playmat, which looks like, I just like to always double check to make sure there's nothing new in here. Charge, main phase, end phase, all that stuff looks the same. Just a new design on here. Otherwise, I think everything else is the same. I don't think there's any new overall rules. There might be some new keywords or something. I'm just going to toss it off to the side rather than trying to fold it. And then, of course, we have our deck. And then on the back here, we'll have our game codes. You can add your deck into the digital game as well, which I really like as a cool feature if you're playing that. It gives you a reason to buy both of them. Otherwise, it's kind of like, oh, if I'm spending, $100 to buy a booster box of trading cards, why would I then go online and play them? I do get why people would do both, because obviously you could, play online, have all these extra cards, test out decks, try against random people and stuff. Then when you play against your friends, or if you go to a tournament, you already have a deck that works fairly well. So I'm just going to set that digital code off to the side. So I can see people doing that, but it's a little bit more of an incentive if you have that. So we do have, let's start with our deck here. We have our white back card. I'm going to drop my camera down a little bit more, bring this a little bit closer. Which is our extra energy marker. So that's pretty cool. And all the rest of them are going to have the regular black border. Or back, not border, I guess. Alright, so we're going to start looking at our Goku here. So we have Goku leader front. Starts at 15. It's pretty typical for all of them. So he has one attacking draw card, Awaken. Can be activated during main battle effect if the conditions are met. When your life is at 4, draw 1 card, then flip this over. So I think that's kind of usual for most of these guys. And then when he powers up, we get this, it's a really cool foil here. Little embossed on there as well around him. That's pretty neat. I like whenever they do the foil around the characters, like they didn't foil over him. So that's pretty fun. But his Awakening goes up to 20,000. When attacking, draw a card. Active main once per turn. Choose up to one of your battle cards that takes 5,000 power for this turn. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards that is minus 5,000 for the turn. So Goku Mini from DA, or I'm guessing it's for Daima. Neat. And I'm sure Mini is just to separate him from being young. As like, so if they get into Dragon Ball stuff at some point, that would separate that from that. Or I wonder what they do for GT though. Probably be Mini GT. My guess is why they put DA in there, just to sort those two out. So cool. So basically he attacks, or during your main phase, I don't know if it attacks or not, you can power up one of your cards and you can minus one of your opponents. So that's kind of fun. Alright, that's pretty much red. I like to play power totals. We got 2 copies of Shing Mini Battle card. Auto, when you battle a card with 25 power or more attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle card. it gets minus 5,000. Cool. So if you boost one of your guys up, you can lower one of your opponents down even farther. Neat. Awesome. We got 2 copies of Son Goku DA, so not the mini version. He has 3,500 attack, and then double strike. 35,000, sorry. Double strike puts 2 damage instead of 1. When attacking, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with 20,000 power or less and KO it. Just straight up just to KO some guys. Awesome. 4 copies of Krillin Mini. I have not seen Daima yet, so I don't know. I know they got shrunk by Dragon Balls, but I don't know any of the other story or context behind it. When attacking, if you have a battle card with 25,000 or more power, this card gets 15 for the power battle. Oh, nice. So he boosts up to the same amount. Cool. We got 4 copies of regular Android 17. Permanent, your turn, this card gets 5,000 power. On play, up to 1 card from your life to your hand. And he does keep, like, the Universe 7, so that does kind of tie into some of the other stuff. We got 2 copies of Android 18 Mini. On play, up to 1 card from your life to your hand, then choose up one of your opponent's battle cards to get minus 5,000. So, yeah, a lot of playing with totals. This is the one in the box I was confused about. Son Goten Mini. I'm like, how can you make him any more mini? He's already a kid. Now he's a baby. On play, draw 1 card. He's just very simple. It's almost a nice way for them to be able to put like lower level cards in there, right? So then we have 4 copies of Son Gohan Adolescence. Critical, so he's our critical guy for the game. When his card influence damage with a life attack is placed in the drop area. We have 4 copies of Chi-Chi Mini, who has blocker and on play draw a card. And then we have 2 copies of Piccolo. When attacking, discard 1 card from your hand. If your leader is awakened, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with 20,000 power or less and KO it. Very cool. Now we're going to get some extra cards. So we have 2 copies of Flying Nimbus from Cordon's Tower on there. Activate main. Choose one of your battle cards and it gets 10,000 power. For the turn that if your leader is Son Goku and name, draw a card. And then we're going to get 4 copies of Power Pole, which is an item. I don't know if item's been on here before. Active battle, your turn. Your cards that are in the battle get 1,500 power for the battle, then choose up to one of your opponent's cards, gets minus 10,000. Interesting. So, I just want to point this out. So, where's Nimbus here? So, he has blue on there, and he has a tail. This is Dragon Ball Gohan, or Goku. This is not, Daima. This is the blue outfit, because the Daima one, he has his regular orange D. He also does not have a tail. So, interesting. So, that's cool. So, we are adding some Dragon Ball cards in here. That's really fun. I'm excited about that. Alright, so those are all the brand new cards. And we have some cards from previous release sets. We have 4 copies of Kaba from Booster Pack 1, which are super combos. So, usually every deck always has a super combo in here. Auto. Opponent's turn, when you use this card in a combo, it takes 10,000 combo power. We have 4 copies of Frieza from Booster Pack 1. Just a nice, powerful, mid-level card. 4 copies of Tien Shinhan from Starter Deck number 1 with Goku. It's a cheap, early character. And then we have 4 copies of Vegeta with Critical from Starter Deck 1 as well. So that's pretty cool. Then we're going to get all of those. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at the booster pack here. This is a mini Son Goku one. 6 cards in total, it does say on here. 1 card from 6 types randomly inserted in each pack. Now, I think these are just, like, foil versions of the main cards. I don't think they're any brand new cards. I don't think they're even alt artwork. I think they're just foil versions. If they follow the trend from the previous packs. So we got a foil Has a little C star by there. We got foil Chi-Chi. What does Chi-Chi's normally look like? Yeah, so it's nothing. Oh, it's a little bit bigger artwork. So just kind of different. And they got rid of the black box in there, so it's a little bit more full artwork. So at least that's kind of cool that it's at least a little bit different. Instead of being the exact same one. Alright, so that's pretty fun. So if you like the red decks and you're looking to get some new cards, you like Daima and you like that. Some definitely cool stuff there. But yeah, red's all about, typically has always been about playing with the power levels. Increasing yours, decreasing your opponent's, for whatever gains you need to do. Alright, let's crack open this Vegeta one here. Come on. Sometimes these unwrapping these things is such a pain. Alright. So we're just going to go ahead and hop right into this. We have Mini Vegeta getting ready to do his Galax Gun. When attack, 1500 power, and when attacking, draw a card, and then you have 4 less, you can transform them. It's the same as the other one. And he's got his cool power. He's kind of like a glacier effect in there. That's kind of cool. Or like a crystalline power. So also 20,000, draw a card, but he has once per turn. Pay 1, switch the specified number of energy to rest mode. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards at the cost of 1 or less and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. Ooh, so not just put it back in their hand where then they have to replay it, but literally get rid of it. Has to be one of their cheaper cards, but it could be just, it's a really easy way to, like, they have like a 1-cost blocker out and you can just toss it back in their deck. Now they don't get it for a while. So that's pretty cool. We have 2 copies of Mini Piccolo. He's still a god, even though he's mini. Play, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and reduce its cost by 1 for the turn. If your opponent's battle card has a cost of 2 or less, draw 1 card. Cool. So now you can also keep, so they're gonna have stuff where they reduce the cost. So that's pretty fun. We have 2 copies of Vegeta. I think that's his final flash, if I'm right. Could just be a general energy ball too. So this one has, from Daima, he has double strike. On play, choose one of your opponent's battle cards at the cost of 3 or less, place at the bottom of its owner's deck. You have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, draw a card. We have 4 copies of Krillin, who's also from Satan City, so we'll see if that keyword comes into play. When attacking, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, keep one of your opponent's battle cards to reduce its cost by 1. So this is playing on reducing their costs down so you can affect things of higher, more powerful cards. You can affect them easier with cheaper things. And then also, if you have less cards in your hand, so you're getting rewarded for actually playing your cards. We have 4 copies of Android 18. So it's kind of neat. We've had 17 in the one. We have 18 in this one. Big Krillin, Mini Krillin. Big Piccolo, Mini Piccolo. Permanent. Opponent's turn. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, this card gets 10,000 power. On play, up to 1 card from your life total to your hand. We have 4 copies of Mini Trunks. On play, draw a card. So counter to Goten. So I think these decks are kind of like very countering each other, which is very cool. Chi-Chi, now we have 4 copies of Mini Bulma. On play, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Add up to 1 card from your hand, then place the rest of the bottom of your owner's deck. We have 2 copies of Marin. On play, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, look at the top card of your deck and place it at the top or bottom of its owner's deck. And then draw a card. 2 copies of Mini Majin Buu. On play, add to 1 card from your life to your hand. Then look at the top card of your deck and place it at the top or bottom of its owner's deck. 4 copies of Hercule Mini Blocker. Now on play, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and reduce its cost by 1 for the turn. So it's really interesting here. So he definitely looks like a younger version of Hercule, like, he got de-aged. Same thing with, like, Trunks and Goten were smaller. Or got turned into babies. I feel like, generally, like, everybody else, they just look like smaller versions of themselves. Like, Boo just looks like he's a tiny version. Bulma just looks like she's a tiny version. Even the Goku ones and everything, right? They just look like chibier versions of themselves. Even like Krillin as a mini, he still has no hair, right? So it's kind of odd. It's like, so like some characters, it seems like Goten and Trunks, it seems like it de-aged them, and the same thing with Hercules, de-aged them back to like children or infants, or cut their ages in half or something, or who knows. But everyone else is just like they just shrunk them. It's kind of odd. This is cool though. So we have 2 copies of Vegeta's battle armor. I did mention that Blue before. I said in the booster packs, Blue also started going into the Majin Buu saga. I think this is kind of tying into that. And that's why I wonder, if it goes by that stuff, then Red might be going into Dragon Ball instead of keeping with Super, which might be an interesting twist. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, reduce its cost by 1 for the turn. After your leader's Vegeta, draw a card. Because then we also have 4 copies of Proud Saying. Active, battle your opponent's turn. Your cards that are battled against have plus 2,000 power. If you have 7 or fewer cards, draw a card. So cool. That's all our brand new ones. Then we have some old cards coming back. We have 4 copies of Son Goku from the first booster pack. Again, these are from the Future Trunks saga. 4 copies of Mai from the future. On play, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, reduces cost by 1 for the turn. And this is from Booster Pack 2. So 4 copies of Son Goten from Booster Pack 2. And then 4 copies of, or from Starter 2, and then 4 copies of Adele is our super combo. Get 10,000 combo bonus points. And then we have our energy marker. Awesome. We're going to go ahead and open up our mini pack to see what character card we get a foil version of. And come on. And we got the full art foil for Piccolo. So listed as a super rare. Is he listed as a super rare in here? Oh yeah, look at that. That's awesome. She got a foil, the super rare one. That's pretty cool. Even like kind of comparing those 2 foils together. So like this is like full on shiny foil, and then the other one has like that textured. So it's like, which one do you like better? You know, I almost like this one better, because again, it's not foil on Pickle, but it's foiled all around him. It does look pretty cool. You can still read all the text very well. But yes, that's pretty awesome. Alright, so that's what we have for our 2 decks. We're going to open up our first 2 packs, and if you want to see all the rest of them, you check out the next video where I will do the unboxing of, I guess I got like 20 more packs, but I wanted to do these since they were part of these booster packs. So let's see what we get in there. We are going to get our code card. So I'm not going to show off the code, but then we can add another pack to our deck. Alright, so let's see what we get, and let's see how accurate my predictions were. Alright, so Red is sticking with super stuff in the Tournament of Power. We're getting some guys. I don't doubt it. I'm not surprised, because there's so many, there's, 8 different universes they can pull guys from, so we need to get the rest of them. So we got Mana from Universe 4. Then Blue, we got Piccolo, so he's doing the beach volleyball thing with Gotenks. So yeah, I thought, I said Super Blue, I said might go into Blue. I've seen, it was Future Trunks Saga, and I said they started doing the Majin Buu with Vegeta. So that's where Super Boo's going to come into. So it is going into blue, which then again leaves, I'm guessing, Saiyan Saga for yellow, and that means green would be Gohan, which could be just about anything. That could be, it's not Cell Saga, but it could be more Android stuff. Could be some of the movies, though, too. On play, the top 5 cards of your deck reveal up to 1 Gotenks or extra, add it to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom of their deck in any order. In yellow, so yellow we were curious about. I thought this was going to be the Frieza Saga. This is Grand Supreme Kai. Interesting. So is this also going to be the Buu Saga? Or is this one of the movies? I'm not, now I'm interested. Because this is Fat Boo. This is your guy Fat Boo absorbs, or Boo becomes absorbed, becomes Fat Boo. Basically, so maybe one's like the later Boo Saga, one's Gotenks Saga with that one, and then this one's maybe like the earlier stuff. Interesting. Alright, red, we have the Great Priest using Angel card. On play, choose one of your opponent's battle cards that gets minus 5,000 power for the turn for each of its battle cards with the Angel in their special traits. In green, we do have another Android. So, yeah, we weren't sure green was going to go with that. So, we're going to stick with Android Saga maybe a little bit. But then again, they always have some that kind of go back to the previous theming. So, it's hard to tell off of one card. On play, the top 3 cards of your deck. Then reveal up to 1 card that costs a 5 or less. An Android and its traits at the and add to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom of your owner's deck in a random order. So our other yellows, we have Agasa, who has blocker, and when KO'd, switch one of your opponent's energy to active. So this would be the martial arts tournament before the Buu Saga. So it might be stuff with like Yami and that, and like basically before Buu came along, and then maybe like the Buu is the finishing of the Buu Saga. Interesting. Or it's the Majin Saga, I guess it might be. Inexhaustible Power, Pride Troopers on Universe 11. Active battle your turn. Your cards are battle get 2,500 power for the battle, then choose one of your opponent's battle cards, it's minus 15. So another yellow here, we're into our uncommons. We have Vegeta Wicked Soul, which is what they call the Majin in here. Blocker, when KO'd, if there's a Majin Buu in the leader area or battle area, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. So yellow is going to be some of the Majin stuff. Interesting. And then we have, in Buu, we have Videl with Earth and Satan City. Turn this card to its owner's hand, reveal the top card of your deck, and then if it has Satan City, its special traits up to 1 Videl from your hand, and then if you can't, play Videl for this turn. I think, yeah, we also had some Great Saiyaman stuff in there. Interesting. Our first rare is Majin Buu Kid version. He's all pumped up. He inflated himself. He's permanent. This card can't be switched to active mode during your charge phase. Once per turn, tail one of your battle cards. Your leader is a Majin with a special trait. Switch this card to active mode. Okay, we got a black card. So we have Glorio for DA, so Daima. So the black cards, they were Bardock originally. Are they going to be Daima stuff now? Permanent, if you or your opponent has an energy marker, reduce the cost of this card in your hand by 2. On play, if your opponent has an energy marker, draw a card. I love this about black, where it plays around with that energy marker. Usually you get it if you start on turn 2. There's a second player going, you get it, so you have like evening out with the first player. And you probably spend it on turn 1 or 2 once you have enough power. And I like these black ones. They gain bonuses for keeping these on hand, which is really cool. Alright, then our last card. We pulled our first pack of this entire set. We pulled a super rare. We got Goku Mini DA, so it's in red. And sometimes the super rares don't necessarily mean anything. They kind of just throw them in because they match the colors. So permanent, if your leader's awakened, this card gets 10,000 power. On play, add 1 card from your life to your hand. Interesting. I think that on-play thing is to offset the fact that he costs 2. Awesome. Okay, so let's head into our second pack. See what we got. We're going to start with another black one. We have New Planet Truffle and Machine Mutant. Oh, so Black did have a Daima character, but it looks like we're also going to maybe get some GT stuff with Baby. It's a field card. Active. Discard 1 card from your hand, switch this card to rest mode. If the leader has Machine Mutant in its special traits, draw a card. We have a Yamcha permanent. Your turn. If you have a battle card with a cost of 3 or more in your drop area, it's 5,000 power. Goku from Universe 7. Permanent. Your opponent's turn. This card gets 10,000 power. Nice. Tien Shinhan. On play, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards to the cost of 2 or less and KO it. Not really helping me figure out where this stuff goes because they're all just very basic versions of some of these guys. In black, oh yeah, we have Baby Vegeta. So we are going to get some GT stuff, which is really awesome. So yeah, Machine Mutant and Saiyan. Here we have Deborah, Demon Race, and Withrow. So yellow is definitely Majin stuff. So it's Frieza, Cooler's Army, Frieza Force, Ginyu Force, and now Majin stuff. So it's all like the Army type cards. In red, we have Arch Nemesis Team Up, Seiya, Frieza, Clan, and Universe 7. Active Battle. If you have Frieza battle card with Universe 7 and its special traits, your son Goku, this battle gets 20,000 power. Nice. In blue, we have Vegeta Saiyan from Another World. Permanent, your turn. If you have 10 or more cards in your drop, this card gets 1,500 power. On play, place the top card of your deck into its owner's drop. Majin Buu Evil, so we've had Kid and Evil version. On play, when a card from your life in your hand, or on play, add to 1 card from your life to your hand. Again, neat ways they're letting you play these really cheap, powerful cards, really cheap at the cost of your life, which isn't always bad either, because then you get to awaken your character a little bit quicker. When KO, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. So green, okay, so green was Android Saga and then Cell Saga stuff. And it looks like now that's the Saiyan Saga, which we now, so if we flip back in here, our other green cards, we have Yamcha and Tien. Definitely fit into that Saiyan Saga stuff. Did we have, what was the green card we had in the first set? We had Android 18, which is why it fit with the old Android, but that was the only green one we had. So yeah, red is still Saiyan Super. Yellow is Majin. The Majin Saga. Green is the Saiyan Saga. Blue looks like it is also Majin, but it looks like it is the World Tournament stuff. Yeah, early on, it's a different part of the Majin set. It's kind of interesting. Awesome. Alright, what's Warm Greeting do? Active main, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 card that costs 4 or less in your opponent's battle area and add to its owner's energy and rest mode. Awesome. Our first rare is we're actually getting alt art rare. So it has a little star by it. We have Xing Mini from Daima. That's pretty cool. It says activate main, place this card in its owner's drop, choose up one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 10,000 power for the turn. Cool. Then our other one is we got another super rares. We got Great Ape Vegeta. That's awesome. Who has Saiyan and Great Ape form. Double strike, and on play, place 1 card from your energy into its owner's drop. Your leader has Saiyan and special traits. Choose up one of your opponent's battle cards at the cost of 5 or less and KO it. Cool. So yeah, what was blue then? We have Videl Satan City and Piccolo. But it's clearly when he's training Gotenks. And Vegeta from Another World. So that means when he would have been coming back. Yeah, we'll definitely have to see a little bit more when we get some more cards for that. Alright, that is what we have for this video. The 2 decks. And, the 2 decks and a couple of booster packs. So yeah, come back, check out the other video if you'd like to see more stuff from set number 4, booster pack number 4. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.